Good morning, Sandra here from Atelier Vintage Rose. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to day 4 of the 12 days of Christmas crafts. Today I want to show you a mini explosion box that I'm going to make, and they are the same technique as my big explosion boxes, just other sizes. And the papers that I'm going to use is from the Etsy kit from Meadow View Lane from Shabby Art Boutique. So I will leave the link to that kit in the description box below. And these are the 3 papers that I used from that kit for the first box. That is the stars and the pink stripes and the pinks with white stars. So yeah, let's get started. My explosion box is, how I measure that is, what do I want to use in it. In this case, I wanted to use one of these little Christmas trees, and the Christmas tree I decorated with a little bit of faux fur on the bottom and a little bit of pearl trim I wrapped around it. So, and I measure my Christmas tree, and it is about 2.5 inch. I can get a box of 2.5 inch. So that's my base. So the first measurement is 2.5 inch, and then I want my bottom to be just a square. So I think I took 2 inches, yeah, and then another 2.5 inch. So this is a strip of 7 inches, and you score it from the outsides at 2.5 inch. That's the first strip you do. So 7 by 2, score from the outsides 2.5 inch. The next thing you do is you take another strip, and I just take 2 strips of this, and then I'm going to score that one on 2.5 from the top, and then I'm going to cut it off 1/2 inch further. So at 3 inches, wait for it, 3 inches. In centimeters, this all is about 6.5 for the top and 5 for the bottom. But it's just, what is your thing that you want to put in your explosion box? How high is it? And that's what you measure out. You make 2 of those side flaps. So those are the same height as that one with just 1/2 inch. And what you do is you just cut these corners off at the 1/2 inch side. So I'm going to do that with this one, like so. And then I'm just going to glue that on this base on both sides. That's the base, and all you need to do now is to decorate it. I already printed it on one side, so if you decorate it, it makes it a little bit sturdier. So you just take some papers here, and you put some ephemera in it, and I'm going to make a pocket out of that one. And here is my base, and here is a present, and then voila, you've got this one. The other thing I want to show you is how I made these tiny presents for under the tree. It's super simple. I even made a stack of it. Here is the present. You just make a rectangle or a square, even how you want your present, and you just determine how high you want your present, and then you score that around it. So that's all you do. You just determine the size of your present and score a base, a strip around it. In this case, the tiny one is, shall I measure that tiny one? That is just 1.3 centimeters, which is 1/2 inch. And then the side is 3/8 of an inch, I believe. Yeah. The bottom is open. You just cut it in, fold it, glue it, and then you have an open bottom. That's okay, because we are going to place it like this in the miniature. So you won't see it if you place it upside down. Here I have a stack of them, and this is also with the rope. It's not that hard. I just I will cut that off. I will just bind it closed like this and then cut it off at the bottom, both sides, like so. And then you can just glue this edge and you can put it on your miniature. This is going to be my next one. Now for the lid of this box, I'm going to take that 2-inch square and I add 1/8 of an inch. So the square in the middle is 2 1/8. So that whatever size you've got for the square in the middle, you add 1/8 of an inch. Then I always add, and that is in centimeters, it's 5.5, a little, yeah, 5.5, a little bit over 5.4 to be exactly. And the sides are 1.3, and in that's a 1/2 inch. So I do 2 1/8 plus 1 inch on this side and 1 inch on that side, which makes it 4 1/8. You score them at 1/2 inch from the outside on 4 sides. And then for the cutting, I start with cut off the outer edges, like so. All 4 sides. Then you're going to cut off this one straight. And I'm going to do all 4 sides the same, so I can't forget any steps. I'm back on this side. I'm going to cut this in an angle, and I'm going to cut this in an angle. And then you are left with a tiny piece that you can cut off. So the big one in an angle, this one in an angle, and cut the tiny piece off. An angle, angle, cut it off. Bit of an angle, this one wasn't cut all the way through, and cut it off. And that is what you got for your lid. And then you're going to fold this in, and if this is too long, you just cut that off a little bit, because you don't want it to interfere with the box. So you just measure that that is not too long. No, those are great. That's what I'm going to do with all 4 sides. With this one, I have to cut up a little bit of this edge. So I'm going to cut that off. Now for the gluing. We're just going to glue all these tabs in. So glue this in as a box. And now you're going to glue all the flaps on the inside. Like this. I'm going to take my bone folder for that. And that's your box already. Let me see. You can just put it on there. And that's it. And here is the other one that I made. It's from the same paper kit, and I used these papers, and that is this is the full sheet, and these papers are also full sheets in the set, but they're also I put 4 on a page, so you get smaller designs. So that's the papers that I used for this one. And ta-da, here it is. It's with little snowman. It's decorated very simple. And I have a present on top and some diamond dots. And here, it's a little bit stiff from gluing, but here it is. I put some decorative edges here. The car, there's a pocket so people can write a message on. And here a snowman and the little mouse. And here are the presents. And it says Merry Christmas here, but you can easily put congratulations or happy birthday on one of the boxes, because I think it's a cute birthday box as well. So, and now we are going to see the process video of the pink one. This is how it turned out. I left it blank on the outside, and in the inside there is this little Merry Christmas, as you could see. Deck the halls. And I think I put this one like this because I think this needs to be the front and it opens like this. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Till tomorrow. Bye bye.